Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Dora and this is my finale to Pan That Palette 2023. I have been working on the Revolution Kombucha Kiss palette, and in my last update I showed you that I put 5 shades from my side Pan That palette in here and frankened them. I'm now going to show you a picture of what this palette looked like in my last update. I didn't set any goals for myself, so why don't we take a look at what this palette looks like now? Da-da-da. So I have rehit Pan in all of the shades that I had repressed, frankened last time. In Chaos, in Light Up, in Heating Up, and also in Sizzling. Yay! So I'm really happy with that. I also hit another pan in Scorching here. So I'm now at 11 pans hit within this 16 pan palette. But if you count the fact that I've hit pan in 4 shades twice, technically I hit 15 pans in this palette. Yeah. And I finished 2 shades, which was Chaos and Sizzling, and I would have shown you that in my last update. So overall, looking back on 1 year of panning this palette with a side pan that palette, I'm really happy with how far I managed to get. Yes, there are 5 shades in here that haven't got pan, energy, heat, flames, and fiery, and rebel as well. But I think I'm okay with that. Also, I will continue to pan this next year. But I have decided to film this finale now. In case you're wondering, it is mid-December and I want to give myself 2 weeks off from working on a Pan That palette. Even though this will still feature next year, and even though I already know what my next year's main Pan That palette is gonna be. Yeah, I just want a break. I want to focus on a couple of other projects. Yeah, but let's go through the shades one by one. This Franken shade here, Chaos, I have used 6 times and 5 times to hit pan in it. Energy I used twice. Spice I used once, and charcoal I used 5 times. The pan has definitely expanded a little bit. I'm very happy to see that. I really like this shade. I don't know why I was like hating on dark shades so much, but yeah, having them in a Pan That palette instead of in like Pan That eyeshadows where you get bored of them and then roll them out because you want more colourful stuff. I found them really useful because they literally work with any shade if I want to deepen out the outer corner. Light Up I've used 7 times since my last update and 6 times to hit pan and then 1 extra time. Heat I used once. Passion I have used twice. This is on my eyelids today, also with Scorching and another shadow. Fiery I have used 8 times exclusively on my cheeks as a blush. Really love that. Blazing is the 1 shade I didn't use. Sizzling I used 5 times and then I hit pan, and then I used it an additional 21 times. So 26 times total since my previous update. Rebel I've used 18 times exclusively as a under eye setting powder. Scorching I used 5 times, hit pan, 1 extra time, so 6 total uses. Heating Up I used 6 times to hit pan. Flames I used 4 times, also as a blush, because I noticed that this is a bit lower in the pan than Fiery here. I shifted to this one. I think one of those times I also used it on my lids, yeah. I'm wondering whether to like franken these 2 together in a different pan, but I haven't really got space for that yet. All or Nothing does have pan. I used it 1 extra time. This was my latest pan last time. And then finally the Dark Side, 8 uses. And again, I would say I have expanded that pan. I think that I literally need to force myself to put this palette, physically put it into a different drawer so I don't reach for it anymore. I am so used to reaching for this every day, and I have gone past the 1 year mark already because I started Pan That palette off a little bit earlier because it was the first time I'd ever done a Pan That palette. So yeah, I've gone past the 365 days mark And I would say I did wear it every day. Of course, there were a couple of no makeup days, but I know since I'm a panner now, I always make up for them by planning in days where I do more than one look. So yeah, definitely. Whoa. Okay, I'm now gonna insert a slide of the total amount of uses on this palette as a whole. And this is by pan. So these shades here, Chaos, Light Up, Heating Up, and Sizzling, that are Franken, I'm gonna total the number of uses up, even if that means I was technically working on 2 different shades, but it's just per location, per pan location. Yeah, rather than shade. Hope you enjoy that. Okay, I'm really excited about next year's Pan That palette. I already know which one it's gonna be. If you check my community tab because you're curious, then you'll know as well which one it is. But I do have one surprise up my sleeve. I will be introducing one extra Pan That palette. So I'll be working on 3 in total in 24. I'm quite excited about the theme for 2024 from the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group for Pan That palette. And I want to take part in it. I'm not even going to try and attempt to pan 3 palettes to completion next year. I know that I can't do that. So I've twisted the goals a little bit, but yeah, you're just going to have to find out in my intro. This will come back. I'm kind of hoping that I haven't used it by then, but I'm guessing there will be a little bit of use on there. If so, I'm going to let you know. So thank you so much for watching and for supporting me in my first ever Pan That palette series. It's been quite the ride. I've really had a good time, and yeah, to be continued. Okay, have a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care, bye.